Good morning, and today is Tuesday, May 27th, and we are in the final week of May. And this is a very critical week for just about every center in the country. We need to really put the hammer down and make sure that we're all about client service this week, as well as new client acquisition. It's all about the client is our headline today. Today and this week is all about getting the client back. It was a long weekend, longer for some than others. It was especially long for some of our clients who ate more than they should have, and it happens. And this morning discovered an extra pound or two crept back on. For those to whom that happened, they're now thinking, I'll lose that pound or two before I go back into the center because my counselor is going to be disappointed if I don't, or I feel like I've let her down. It's our job as weight loss professionals to recognize this and do something about it. And there's only one thing to do, but many ways to do it. We need to make contact with our client as soon as possible to make sure that she comes into the center regardless of what happens to her weight over the weekend. We need to call her the first moment we realize that she's going to be a missed visit or show. If you have a client that's been coming like clockwork at the first part of every week and she no-shows for a weigh-in, you need to be on the phone looking for her right away. You need to call and call and call to get her back into the center and back into her routine. If we don't, we will potentially lose that client for months until she responds to a restart promotion. Let's first look at it from the client's perspective. We owe it to her. Let me repeat that. We owe it to her. She gave us money in exchange for our diligence and caring to make sure she loses her weight and keeps it off. A weekend setback is a perfect opportunity for teaching a client to eat and think like a thin person. If we don't get her back in the center right away, she runs the risk of continuing to add a pound here and a pound there until she's right back where she started. And that is not why she gave us her money. She gave us her money to avoid this very problem. Now let's look at it from our perspective. We owe it to ourselves. We spent X amount of dollars in generating the lead, setting the appointment, conducting the presentation, securing the enrollment, and getting a referral or two. To let this person just walk away and lose all the selling opportunities that present themselves every time she walks through the door is just plain ridiculous. We owe it to the client and to ourselves to trump all the wandering sheep that have strayed away from the herd and get them back in the center. Look at it this way. If all you had to do to add 10 years of life to the client and break the chain of obesity in the client's family, the only thing you had to do was to call her relentlessly to get her back in the center. Wouldn't you do it? Well, now's your opportunity to do it. Have a great day, everybody. And by the way, Call CIA is a great way and an efficient way to call all of your missed visits. And a special notation, look for an announcement later this week about the rest of the meetings for the balance of the year. Have a great day, everybody.